Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center
I
to
will keep your crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boga couldn't even rescue himself. So when you passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I died. Where were you when I raised him money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boakai, your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boakai deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you thought I was never going to create families of Boakai. Yeah. Because I went to counties. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former President Weah was riding private jet. When the Joseph Boakai brought to power is riding private jet from here to go to the country. Yeah. But I will speak because people in Sacramento saw me when I was passing to go to my comfort. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today. Yeah. I had no regret to vote against former President Weah. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for them in campaign. This country is a better place and will be a better place. Yes, sir. Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. So, but we don't want to empower people here. We say that our lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you make, you're breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go out? Because they want to increase the time. They say they're too short. You cannot be a gangster, then you want to run. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we can be for it's not happening and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people on their government even say, sacrifice people, don't know that money say, give me 1% I won't go in court. But they say that over there employ their family because they need work. And now the person that need work and the person sacrifice people say they want that. We employ our family because some people are happy. Because it is the time to be happy. It is nobody time when the country is not better. It is everybody time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, Brother Saccolet, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Saccolet. Brother Saccolet, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They got people that got degrees. give you nothing. The only person with every people that they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million and breakdown for marketeers, people rather, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there. But everything is long never carry the benefit of. Because we are close.
What did Paladino Yaga Koluba? You are not a Latina in fact. You forsake yourself. You are to know a lot of Yakakoluba. So to them, and you know who names them are Yakakoluba for that, and I'm going to look for Yakakoluba there. You know when I want to do all that, you want to want to go just to take a go for Yakakoluba. You love to hear you go for Yaka. Yes, because Yakakoluba and the one that started to in the house. So you are telling to this Yakakoluba because a budget. Oh, you get to be talking to the president. It's not a good thing. Yes. They're happy. Saying that you are not happy to you. When you are not going to betray Yakakoluba or betray the great people and lie to them. Yakakoluba are not going to cross you. You understand? You are taking them out of Yakakoluba. You don't want to Yakakoluba there to sell up on the land. You don't want to respect them. They don't respect Yakakoluba for them. You don't want to he said the president anything you want to say for now? Thank you so much.
Hello.
My friend, you made mistake. I heard you last night near after the whole election. I in my corner. If you hear my preaching more Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The after they don't answer my phone, they don't pick me up, they don't lay me down, they have time. I don't talk because God knows what is happening. And everything I will accept it because our son who is vice president to him from Nimba, the Nimba people will not understand if I can't hit him on board. The Senate not a type of worker. When we are good, the Senate did a comprehensive report of the funding and the tax, the Supreme Court ruling, and the amnesty law, and everything. And the position statement for the commissioner who decided from Bolivia from here. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, but they belong there, don't be there. And now where you got taking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of things. You want to go after people? Then, the city control the lower in the upper house. So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did. They did a resolution. That's fast. That's the money problem.
Yeah.
when they said it, they did let it finish. Then something happened,
one more freedom for one more freedom for
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. Indeed, an exciting moment.
Where they were coming,
it feels to be back.
Freedom fighter.
Back behind these microphones.
They say they were labor.
To engage and engage. Engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. This is the Freedom Money Ride. Freedom 87.9. The People Station.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women. Freedom fighter, you.
This is exactly where we discuss the issues
freedom
without fear nor favor. We confront the oppressors. Bring out the facts. We uncover all of the hidden agendas. And we expose the ill intention of those in power, intending to suppress and subject the masses to internal suffering. We are here as gatekeepers, watching over our people, using our little voices.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came here,
in defense of the people,
when they came here, they changed
the betterment of our common patrimony. Liberia is all we protect.
The freedom fighter, you rape.
At the end of the day, whether you're in government or you're out of government, this is the place. This is the country. Never dim your voice. Oh yes, continue to speak truth to power. Continue to speak for the betterment of the country. Kudos to the taxi drivers. Oh yes, nobody should sit down and allow their rights to be trampled upon. The beauty of government is to seek the welfare of each and every citizen. So whether you're a taxi driver, you're a motorcyclist. So the same way we stood with the cyclists, indeed we were in solidarity with our brothers. In this country, we have very limited opportunities. So each and everybody must be protected in their sector or industry. So when the taxi cabs and of course the commercial drivers felt infringed upon, they decided to stand up on yesterday. Oh yes, we were in solidarity with them, and we want to commend their courage. Because guess what? You're not doing it for anybody, you're doing it for yourself. When you stand up to oppression, you're doing it for yourself. But those in power, we are stealing from you. Always create a distraction and make you feel and think you're acting on behalf of any politician. No, you're doing it for yourself. So we are told the Senate, no, the House of Representatives, I saw a few of them, good for nothing, standing before them. But any which way they've said, they've invited the LTMR folks, the Lebanese group. They've invited them for a Thursday hearing, and that is the whole trickery about the whole thing. Imagine the lawmakers are pretending as if to say they do not know what is happening, and they are calling the people and say, "Oh, you can 1 year your fuel." That there the whole envelope thing can start now. Then we are also hearing that the senators to say, "Oh, say our own men calling you." I said, "We won't see you too." This thing here, we don't know where we are going. When the executive chop her own, the House of Representatives won't chop their own. The senator to see say, oh, when you're finished with that side, I'm going to or to. So drivers, you did well yesterday, but your B people say the people must buy in their offices first. When they finish passing in their offices, before now they will know what to tell you, how to handle the whole LTM situation. I also stumbled across a statement attributed to LTM management where they have announced that they will rehire about 90% of those employees that have been complaining and protesting at the Ministry of Transport. Is that the long-term solution? Pundits across Monrovia and the other parts continue to wrap their heads around these narratives and, of course, adjustments. So on yesterday, there were a lot of chants across Monrovia. Baka Daru, Gregor Kumo Daru, LTM Daru. Oh, we got anyway back Baka Daru, Gregor Kumo Daru. I would just but folks, too many things to talk about. Good morning to those of you in the diaspora, our friends, our followers. It's good to have you this morning. Like we promised, we're going to dig deeper into the oratory excellently delivered by Independence Day orator Emmett Dunn.
They are freedom fighters. What kind of people this you? They are freedom fighters.
The takeaways we will look at.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
And of course, the president, Bwaka,
In our country.
has declared Wednesday, tomorrow as the National Prayer Day, to be observed as a national holiday. Fast and Prayer Day, not enough now. So the deacon say, pray again. So the prayer pray all day, now we must go back and pray again. My people, good morning, man. Hey, God, welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you, and good morning to Liberians following us up here this morning. It's good we're back together on a Tuesday morning right here in Liberia. The lawmakers that you are paying over 10, 15,000, they are on break. While we were here, that you can pay us with only thank you. We are here always working for you. So between us and them, who you really prefer if we are to ask you that question? Because like I said, these are people you buy gas for their cars, pay their house rent. Even when they themselves build it, you pay people to work for them and everything. You pay them 15,000 plus monthly, but they are on break. They go for break 2-3 times in the year. While we are here, we work 24 hour around, and of course 365 days a year. We do all of that, and it's good. Like I said, we're back together here. We have too many things to talk about. Too many terrible things are happening. Abu, I sent you something. You look on that. We could have it as part of our conversation. And out of that, plus the LTM case, we are being told that motorcyclists and of course Keke Rathers are expected to join in the protest if nothing is done, because the petition that was presented yesterday, I think, gave the government 7 days ultimatum, that is a week. So if the government failed to attend to those concerns raised by the taxi drivers, the Keke Rathers and motorcyclists themselves have decided that once our brothers are coming out, and in fact I'm told also the truck drivers,
the trucker
yes,
union?
the trucker unions have said they are going to form a part of it.
I'm told the tanker driver too, they're not happy.
Okay.
So Amos to coming to
yeah, I
the
think
gas sellers.
so all of these people, let's be frank, all we can say is let's continue to encourage Liberians to just be peaceful. But as we get towards the climax of the second, or the entry into the second year of the third year of the Bwakai's administration, trust that there will be too many protests, because those who had the
then the students are also saying they will protest for rape.
On the 27th. on the 27th. The drugs campaign is on the 7th. So all of these.
But that drug campaign looks like it has been diluted
with politics.
People not entering inside because you know the elite girls that are trying to organize it. A lot of them were support of the Unity Party. So
you're right. So all of these things, like we say, as we get towards the third year of the Unity Party administration, expect that these things will happen. In fact, it will increase, because you know why? There were people from the onset that said maybe the government was still young. We needed to give the government more time. The government is just coming and all of that. But at this point now, there are many who feel like, no, this is no longer a time to say the government is still young. No, this is a time for the government to start to act. And also, the former LIS boss have made his position clear on what he thinks the Unity Party is, and we just see that impasse this morning and all of that. But above all, too many things happening in our country. This country will not burn. This is the only country that we cannot be deported from. The best we can do is to work together to ensure that we can do the best thing for our country. And like Abu said, we talk about the president, the pronounced fast and prayer. So we will have our own take on that. But above all, this morning, while you prepare to fast and pray, there's also cash here to be given out to you. We got 7,500 to give out, and of course 15,000 Liberian dollars to give out. So all that you have to do this morning is to dial *255*1# for those of you using the button phone, and then *255*1# for those of you using the smartphones, and then you reply with the currency you want to play from, whether from your USD account or your Liberty account. But if you are playing from your USD account, you'll be charged $1. So if you are playing from your Liberty account, you'll be charged 200 Liberian dollars. But the price here to be won is 25,000, 15,000, and of course 7,000. So 3 categories of prices here to be won this morning. Depending on what it is, we give 7,500, and when they step up, we give 15,000. As we go, we give 25,000. But between now to 10 o'clock, we can give more money. And the time check is 7 minutes to 8 o'clock. So let's see, between now to 8:15, at least 8:15, let's be able to give out the first money. But it's up to you now. The challenge is on *255*1# for those of you using a small button phone, and then *255*1# for those of you using the smartphone. Let's go the next 15 minutes.
And the boys in your code, right? At 8:15, of course. So between now to that time, we got too many in-house things to just pass over. And at the end of the day, some of the things that are really happening around the place and trending. So this former LIS boss has been having his issues for quite some time, and but he has been scheming, not really like diplomatic, but he has hoped apparently that the person are going to prefer him for somewhere else. It has dawned upon him that of course everything that scheme and nothing going to happen. So he's finally letting the cat out, and he has started speaking very tough. He was on Radio Wologisi yesterday. He was on he was on Radio Wologisi yesterday. And among many things he said was that the Unity Party has been so disingenuous, so insensitive, and so unfair to others who helped them win. There's a popular man in Mangibi, Kakata, call him Jacob. Jacob used to sell coconut, I'm told, and in Kakata there. Remember during the campaign time, he used to get some in a bicycle.
Yeah, I know that.
JMB plastered and all on it passing around. JMB used to be strong and things. So yesterday I stumbled across an interview with Jacob, and Jacob complaining. Jacob say he say his son died. Nobody now go to the hall, and go tell him sorry, sir. Nobody go tell him sorry, sir. And he go to the superintendent office. The superintendent not pay him. And all these things. So, but basically, that is to basically tell you that people are complaining from the top, the middle, and the bottom. And it's unlike before. You only had the elite that were complaining, but the masses were complaining during the CDC time. And so there was mixed view and things. But from the top, the middle, and the bottom. So it's only the 1% that's in government that are not complaining. But besides that, the rest of the other people, business people complaining, right? Taxi drivers complaining, motorcyclists complaining, Yana boys complaining, market women complaining, coconut sellers complaining, right? Car washer, mechanic people complaining, plank seller complaining.
Everybody complaining.
This has never happened before in the country, right? So we did the first pray and worship, right? Fast and prayer.
The first one, the minister cover.
Yeah, no, I mean by law now.
The one that is constituted on the second
April,
Friday.
second Friday in April, right? We did the fast and prayer, national fast and prayer. All of us went, we fasted, we pray, and pray for the country and everything. But so the president basically has to tell us whether he was communicated to that the first fast and prayer we made was not accepted, so we got to do another one, and then that's what he declared.
You have to maybe the man sought God presence and God to say the first prayer. They don't follow it, so they follow the second one.
Yeah, so we'll do another. Man, John, man, say we'll fast and pray. Everybody will sit down to her fast and pray. Anyway, let's recognize some of our Facebook followers. When we come back, then we look at other issues more.
Yeah, so we can recognize you, our Facebook followers this morning. I think it's better since you all get plenty. Let's do it this morning as we prepare also to give you money. 7,500 is up for grab, 15,000 as well is up for grab, and of course 25,000 up for grab. So all you have to do is star 255 star 1 hash for those of you using a smartphone. And then star 255 star 1 hash for those of you using the button, the smartphone. And then just for 200 or $1 USD, you stand a chance to receive 25,000 here this morning. Let's recognize some of our Facebook followers this morning, and then when we come back, we can get to see whether we give you money right here. We start up first with Stephen Yakadi, who says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching live from Cotton Tree District 2, Lower Maigibi County." The Maigibi media is bereaved. One young, promising female journalist there passed off. Chelsea first-born Yaya Kroman, following from the Western region, he says. Henry Tito Jr. says, "Good morning, my Freedom FM family. I'm watching from my residence in Cartwell. Thanks for the information to our country, Mama Liberia." Agatha Glasgow is next. She follows with "Good morning, Freedom FM family. I am watching from Tinkers Village, RRA Road, where the common citizen children live." Dennis, that's Diana Dennis. Diana Dennis, D Square says, "Good morning. I am watching from my residence in Manhattan, New York City. Thanks for the update to our country, Liberia." Morris, good friend Jesse says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family. Watching you live from Chicken Soup Factory." Play what the president say. You need to join the fast and prayer so you can pray for that your Chicken Soup Factory.
Chicken Soup Factory.
Yeah, you need to pray for it. Mohammed Balo says, "I am following Marcus Gabla."
The first major community role we expected that the president will have paid
funded by the government.
Joseph Walker will have paid in Mosurado at least, and Chicken Soup Factory and St. Francis.
Yeah,
and Jacob Town, how many to be bouncing?
So Mohammed Balo says, "I'm following." Marcus Gabla says, "I'm watching from Dual Community." Frederick W. Code, "Good morning, Abu. I'm following from Pinksville." Mariama Sharif says, "Good morning to the Freedom family. I am Mariama Sharif, watching from Lebanon." Yes. John X Takbaya says, "Good morning, Abu and Higa. I'm watching live from Douala Market. Mr. Bwakai and his officers. Mr. Bwaka and his officers can lie, or it should be officials instead. But anyway, Stanley A. Anderson says, "Good morning, Freedom Radio. I'm following you live this morning from Downwater Side." Spencer W. Cisco, "Good morning, guys. Watching from Lower Maigibi County this morning." Siafa Edwin says, "I am watching from Batnersville Estate." K. Amos Dean says, "Good morning, Freedom family. I am K. Amos Dean. I do join the show from EBK Barracks." Samuel Light Cooper says, "Good morning, brother Abu and Higa. I'm following from Cartwell. I am happy to connect to you guys this morning. Since you guys refuse to give my tonuses, the orator gave my tonuses." I know, right? You not give your tonuses to you, your Sunday, after Sunday, Your Monday can be great. You have to. I can visit you Monday.
The pastor.
The man pastor. So I can visit him Monday morning. Pablo Clasco says, Pablo Classic says, good morning, family. I am following up live from Johnsonville, Logan Township. Okay. Bobby Jadier says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. I am monitoring from my Seatown resident this morning. Abraham A. Addison says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I am following from Cartwell. Job well done, guys. Thank you. Sheikh D. Abbas says, good morning, Freedom family. I am following live from Dubai, the UAE. Peters Emmanuel, good morning, Abu and Higa. May the Almighty God bless you guys for what you are doing for our country. Laha Masali, I am watching or following live from FDA this morning. FDA is Industry 4. Mohammed Mariaman J. Sharif says, good morning, Abu, and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacobtown, St. Francis community. Wednesday prayer point 1. May all those who know about the disappearance of the AFL soldier who were missing since November 2024, may Almighty Allah expose them. Linda Morris says, good morning, Freedom FM family. Common citizen is watching. She says that. Stephen Fala Jr. says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I am watching you from Chicken Soup Factory this morning. Ruben Kane, I am following. He says, Adolphus Moore says, good morning, Freedom FM. Freedom FM, following live from Cotton Tree, Maygibi County, District 2. Matthew Yulo says, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from Grand Cape Ma County, King George. Mary Tule says, good morning, guys. I'm watching you from New Jersey Estate. Thanks for the great show. Breaking Limits Bio says, good morning, Freedom family. I am watching or I'm following from Cartway, and that does it for the comment section for now. You can send in your comments to some of our talking points, the prayer points you want. Somebody said their prayer points. Let me check it out. Somebody said one of their prayer points this morning is that or on tomorrow is Father, all those who are stealing taxpayer money, let them die by fire. He says that. Then somebody went there and say our country will not get preso, representative, ministers, senators, directors, commissioner, among others, after Wednesday. Pre-RIP to
oh, the person on the prayer point.
Yeah. So the prayer point is actually
sure
the prayer point. No, but Abu, you have to set up a prayer point.
So the president just will bring.
I think the president said we should pray for unity and reconciliation, and that is my own line of issue with that thing. The president is asking us to pray for unity and reconciliation, but Abu, a statement coming from the president should be a genuine statement that is marked by example. So the president should be setting example.
You sure you want to go to the prayer point?
So where you want us to start from? Why we're still waiting to get a few more persons, then we do our draw to give the first maybe 15,000 or 25,000 to somebody here. So all you have to do is to dial *255*1# for those of you using the button phone, and then *255*1# for those of you using the smartphones, and then you reply with the currency you want to play from. Either USD $1 or LD $200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to receive 25,000, 15,000, or 7,500 here this morning. So while we carry on our conversation, just continue to play, prepare yourself, and we'll be doing a draw, giving you money right here.
Most definitely, but folks. I think because as soon as we start right now,
so we can take Crime Stopper. Yes, you're right,
and be sure with all of our commitments. And then when we come back now, we just go. So please kindly share the show and drop your comments. What is your prayer point or your reaction to some of the issues, some of the updates we've provided, like the Steve Zago's outburst, right? Whether it's that or, of course, other issues that put us on the difficulties in the country. You can drop those comments, and of course, that's why it is an intellectual space, right? The show we're there talking about Liberia, so you can also contribute. So let's take this break with Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we'll talk more.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know. You can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands. Call it authority. Tell it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must target. I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Samsaya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. No boyfriend, no worries.
Do you want the professionals to fix your car, or do you need an original spare parts for your vehicle? Well, worry no more. Macabre Garage and Spare Parts on the bypass opposite Orange Head Office is that place. At Macabre, we provide the following services: mechanical, technical work, computer diagnosis and scanning, key duplication and programming, air conditioning, alarm system, and body wagon spray. We also sell genuine and generic spare parts for Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz, Suzuki, Chevrolet Tahoe, Nissan and Mazda, and most American cars. The good news is that Macabre has its head garage in the Bronx, New York, the USA, where we have a huge stockpile of Ford synthetic mobile oil that is very good for your vehicles. Some of these oils, when used, can service your vehicle by itself for up to 4 to 6 months. We have gas treatment and fuel injector cleaner, original from the USA. We can get you any spare part for your car in Liberia from America in 4 working days, even if we are not the one working on your car. We also order spare parts for other garages in Liberia. We have a tow truck service. Get in touch with us. Just call 0778-324-567, 0778-320-366, or 0778-324-566. Macabre Garage and Spare Parts, Liberia's #1.
Okay, thanks a lot to the partners, of course, Crime Stopper Liberia, the prime sponsor of the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9, and of course, Macabre Garage, our good friend. But yes, welcome back, folks, for the firecracker, which promises to be indeed intriguing. So, the reason I just keep dropping your prayer point, Higa, I continue to see a lot of prayer points. Like, bro, are dropping the prayer points already. It's important. Let's know what is on your chest that you want to consider, because the president already declared them. I say, all of them forget about our word. Just go sit down. So, yeah, the president has declared additional prayer, prayer, fast and prayer day. So, drop your different prayer point, whether that a flooding situation or that the rate are going up, I'm told the rate, and all that the prices that are going up and all of that. The cement price, the presidency, the cement price go up, people can pay her, but the president get money paying $10 million in full. So we gotta be sure now. The prayer pointing, we gotta be clear. Yeah, people can be telling us to go pray for our problem to solve. Then he getting money to do it. So what's going on? But
I'm liking the prayer points. Like prayers are interesting.
But y'all keep dropping the prayer points. At some point, we'll pause to read
all of your prayer points and then give you another opportunity so that we don't want to overwhelm us. So we'll take break in
right after we do the draw and send money. Then we'll read some of the prayer points. Then we come back again. But this one here, some of the things that's giving this government hard time is the lie stealing, deception, and believing that everybody in the country is quote unquote stupid. And they are the most sensible, and they can use us anyhow. That their interpretation of gullibility has reached a point where they equate it to stupidity. So of course they can just do anything and go like that. So the day before, yes, it was on Sunday evening, and people do not recognize what it means to be a minister or a director, the position that they occupy, what it required, and before you speak, before you say something, what you need to make sure of. So we saw all of them on social media, some of them in the president's office, some of them see they are different places, big news coming. And they created the hype. Supporters were all jubilating. Some posts started
bloggers and people posting everything.
In Chicken Soup Friday, some posts started having party and all. I know Glewy, they can call it Glewy. Some boko Glewy party. So Cornelia Kratokba wrote this. She said, "Enough is enough, man. This one that really good news factory now, right?" So Daniel Sano, Deputy Information Minister for Press and Public Affairs. Good news. Mo Ali, the pedophile, the man who can follow small children, the small children and medicine man, small girl, the both people can call pedophile. The good news just keeps coming. This other good news is big, right? So Raphael Donokolo, my man, yeah, Raphael Donokolo, it's a JMB. So he started a prayer already. JMB said Liberia will reclaim its rightful place in the community of nations. Oh my word. So these were all the useless government officials, JMB people. They are very, very useless. They open their wow mouth, their own face were talking, oh, good news coming. They made other us because they always try to make it seem like they're a segment of the population that are against good news or good things happening for the country and all of that, which is untrue. It is just that, unfortunately, at this point, Liberia have very irresponsible people in government. Very irresponsible, useless, selfish, and self-seeking bigots. That's who they are, and we owe them no apology. Absolutely not. So, so the good news now they broke. When in the morning I come here, everybody say, okay, 10 o'clock, the Minister of Finance will be speaking. 10 o'clock.
Yeah, all on Facebook.
Yeah, all on Facebook. Say,
all the posts.
Say the good news you will see. Say, 10 o'clock. Then we'll go small. The Minister of Finance say, you're way small. The Minister of Finance put your even small again. We're still waiting for all they say that we the bad news people. So we say, waiting. We say, 1 year the good news. So we start running with it. So before then, we told them that, if that the MCC thing you're talking about say, oh, good news coming, you're lying. That's not true. MCC thing, Liberia win no far. Someone else say, oh, finna get 500 million. The president coming to develop the country. And that beginning of the graphic and calling the developmental Azibo. Yeah, so it's a developmental Azibo. Yeah, my man, So they begin hustling, man. I'm told that beginning to be selling Quran down the player. So you find Uno John, you gotta call it. So the man get fired after.
Yeah.
Say 1,000. Yeah, 1,500.
No, that's Samsung.
Except
that somebody bought one, I don't know, but they want
that's Samsung. So tell me now, that picking, you think the profit from selling Quran could buy in that So you gotta, you know that life, you gotta know how to.
They bought him car. Huh?
Okay, so that current profit gonna buy that. Current was able to get free, but the picking, selling and getting a little small thing, so then go see Johnny O Papi. He say they won't. I will do developmental at Sibo on the one. I'll get car. I'll get Samsung. So the picking buy in make it. They make it in life for him. You don't mind. So the ministers finish telling the whole country that big news coming. Gafon, I think Gafon did something yesterday.
He had a press conference.
Yeah, he had a press conference yesterday. And so Gafon spoke. They all saying, I said, yeah, Gafon, the big news coming. Say the big news coming. So all are waiting for the breaking news on the 500 and something million, right? On the 500 million United States dollars. They said, someone started talking, they're not only good English, Baka brought from Tomo. The $500 guy with Walmart doing the minimum money thing. How to call it? Yeah, but these were some excepts that threw all of the Unity Party officials into perpetual silence. Up to now, they've not written anything, they've not said anything. Continue to drop your prayer point, it's very important. We are not at a point of a compact agreement. Right, folks? We're not at a point of a compact agreement. Contrary to what Mo Ali, Cornelio Kratopa, Stephen Johnson, Patrick Horner, and all of these Pupu Plantoon, Sopoto, Pupu Water, Denso Beginner were trying to pass around with. The Minister of Finance said, you can come with your, so basically those were the stubborn facts that the minister had to come with. And basically, he even went on further to say that, look, these compacts that we are talking about, right? The email I received from my friends at MCC, the email only assure us that the MCC board, right, will be meeting, on Liberia eligibility, right, which would then pave the way. So at this point, right, the people supposed to go meet. The people not even said the day of the meeting, they didn't even go to the meeting, Mo Ali and John say, big news coming, the news are coming here. Everybody will start eating 5 times a day. Everybody will get their own car. Everybody will live in their own hall. They put AC on. So what kind of impression do you get from the government and the officials? So they expected Gafon to go and lie on their behalf. So Gafon have sat for long. You see, as much as we can have our late small money, the only problem I get with Gafon is Gafon will also, he said he's the best economist in the country. Everybody that came after him, he used people to undermine them and and all that. So we have been under the impression that Gafon is the best economist. He knows how to handle economic matter. He's the best finance minister ever. So to come back now and see the economy plummeting under his watch like this, that's my disappointment. But besides that, he's a big brother that I respect so much, just as many young people in this country, right? So they expected this man to erode all of his integrity, his credibility, and follow the bandwagon, right, of deceptive politicking. They say, the people send me email. Yes, the 500 million. Yes, the president has made it. He has made history. Since 2011, we have received another 500 million. But the man surprised them. Let me play this here. They were very surprised.
So this effort, informed also by the scorecard, it is good that the country has also been on a path of passing the indicators. That was critical.
Let me hold that right there. Iga, what are you trying to say? Basically, whatever we are talking about now, it is first and foremost important that we recognize that the country has been on a path of passing the scorecard, which is an acknowledgement that the CDC government was doing very well, successful with the MCC scorecards and its requirements that have gotten us as a country to where we are. It is important to indicate that. So nobody can equate any success from the MCC to a meeting with Boakai and Trump. That is absolutely a misrepresentation of the fact. So basically, that's what the minister was saying. So if we are having any progressive or successful conversations about the MCC scorecard, credit to the history of the country that has always been successful on the scorecard indicators. It's important. There is no way. And then when you come back to tell them, you say, oh, you say everything that we are project now, everything that we are project now, right? It is not about that, but it's about being, being real and admitting to the facts. Admitting to the facts. This is it.
With critical leaders in the U.S. government.
That didn't make me get it itself for your
this effort, informed also by the scorecard, it is good that the country has also been on a path of passing the indicators. That was critical.
Very critical.
We inherited some passes. That was critical. We want to thank all and sundry, present and past. They didn't meet it at ground zero.
They didn't meet it.
There was some efforts done. We acknowledge that.
Acknowledge the efforts done.
Our
This is
job
responsible.
was to clinch it and to use football balance to score the goal.
Okay, so basically, Miffy Maestro, right? Bruno Fernandes have already done everything he had to do with the football. And basically, he has placed the ball right before the 18-yard box, right? And Sleepy Joe is standing right there. Basically, all Sleepy Joe got to do is just step the ball in the net. And so, if you're crediting and and all of that, as much as you give Sleepy Joe, because Sleepy Joe could also kick the ball over the back, right? But if Sleepy Joe sneak the ball inside the net, then you can credit him for being clinical in his finish.
Striker.
Right. But but you do not forget that there was a midfielder that took the ball in George Weah, right? From his post, right? All the way dribbled to the middle of the pitch and eliminated all of the stumbling, whether that coronavirus, whether that protest, whether that the lobby for sanction, all these things. He dribbled past all these stubborn defenders and things. He brought the ball all the way to the goalpost, and all Sleepy Joe, as the striker, got to do now is to step in the net. And this is what Gaffron was basically trying to say in simple footballing terms. So you have Hahe Mascherano, and Sergio Ramos, and Rio Ferdinand, and all of them, they're in the form of coronavirus, in the form of protest, in the form of lobbying for sanction, in the form of financial meltdown, gasoline shortage, all the other one here, blah blah blah, mysterious killing, blah blah blah, all these things, political, insecurity. They made Joe away in power. All that one here, they're passing the scorecard, until he brought the scorecard to the plane. Now, what you got to step your foot into the net. Then you bring the money home. So that who you're supposed to be clapping for more now. And I like to break the thing as simple so the ordinary people understand. I don't want to be talking BB book here. So so everybody got to understand. The government not allowed to nobody. More Ali than who can be passing behind the post, want to go to United Party headquarters. Their men are very irresponsible. They will not sit down, they abuse public office and be lying every day. When they lie, will simplify, will break it down. So I like to, in this public manner, congratulate and appreciate the honesty, right? And the patriotic stance by the Minister of Finance to speak truth when it was required. You created an unnecessary hype. You created a fake impression. You misled the people of this country, right? Look, when the compact happened, it is a good thing for Liberia, right? But in governance, it is important to be truthful, right, to the point, so that you don't create And you know, a kind of atmosphere where distrust becomes the order of the day from the people to their government. When the people start distrusting the government now, it becomes difficult. How can you not see all of you acting as small children there? Because every evening you can jump from your office, you go 19th Street, you'll be drinking in Lagos. So Lagos now mess up with your brain now. Something you can do. They will be like, as soon they get left on the Lagos shout out, even all of them go on Facebook. Good news.
Abu, just quickly before we do our draw, you remember the last time I sat here and said, those guys working in the government, the officials from the Unity Party, can go in a meeting and then sit down, they plan lies, and then they come to the public and want to make this lie to appear like truth. This is just it. So let's look at all of the comments you read, the Facebook post you read. Those were posts that came from officials of the government. To support that lie, this is the media institution that should be a media institution that outsider can follow to get information about our country. Media institution that outsiders can follow to get information about our country. I'm coming to tell you where, how you call them, the ERBC posted. ERBC, you see what can happen when you take
because they
unqualified individual and give
right?
them state position.
They misled everybody. Then
so let's give me a few seconds, but you can continue to play your card.
Say big news, big news. So my man, if I go 2 years in 33 and say, "Oh, y'all go ready, big news coming."
Okay. So I'm coming. I'm getting close to that. Over. This is it.
The whole government will play toy. Just try to be serious, man. You guys, some of you that are probably there and teenage, but you can misbehave.
I think I got it. Okay, this is the front page African newspaper. The front page.
Don't forget, drop your prayer point.
Drop
Somebody
your prayer
say,
point.
Clean the mess now and stop telling us to pray.
Drop your prayer point. This is what the front page Africa, the banner headline, the front page Africa is reporting this morning. Here it says, Finance Minister Gafuan clarifies Millennium Challenge Corporation compact still a work in progress, contradicts claims of approval, countering the MCC compact hawk. Then this is what your BC posted.
Call that word again. Yesterday, remember I used that word hawk. I told you the whole thing you saw from the Unity Party people was a hawk.
Yeah.
And a hawk is a malicious deception, right? Where you just concoct, mysterious lies, right? And throw it out there because you want
to deceive the public. And this was what the LMTV Liberia Live posted 23 hours before the publication of this. It says, good news for Liberia. The Millennium Challenge Compact has finally approved the 500 million grant for Liberia following a temporary hold, Information Minister Jeremy Pia discloses.
So the ELBC people were quoting Jeremy Pia. Every time I come here, I tell you that Jeremy Pia is a bloody liar, right? He is a disgraced bigot. I mean, basically what he tries to do is to always serve the whims and caprice of the master. Bwaka is a messiah in people like Jeremy Pia's life because, like stories we've heard about how Pia was in the US after he completed his studies. And unfortunately, the quote-unquote study that he brags about was unable to give him a decent living in America. So he had to be, some people say you're staying in basement and all of those things. We hear them from America. But however the case, it is a redemption for him, for Bwakai to consider him and bring him to the country to serve as information minister. Today, he can host and organize, opulence birthday celebrations and all of that. In time past, where he used to be asking, I won't call some of the people in needs to be asking for beggar rare to drop it to you, and he small thing and play and thing. But anyway, so now because Bwaka has always too much credit to his people that he loves praises, and he loves people who can do dirty work. You saw him posted for Jeremy Pia, right? I mean, everything Jeremy Pia does wrong, Boubacar endures it. And Jeremy Pia has understood the weakness of the president, so he follow. People who know Jeremy Pia before now have said that he's a very good man. He's a decent man to go around, but suddenly he has changed because of the survival theory, the Bella theory, right? There's a theory in massacracy called the Bella theory, where when the militant is confronted with, and is afflicted with calamity. I mean, the struggle gets intense. You have to give consideration to survival. You got to prioritize survival and all of that. At the same time, what you're trying to and stuff. So that man has a history in militancy. So the man understand. So right now he's playing to it, and this is terrible. This is dangerous. So I saw the post, and other media people ran away, even DN News of my friend Chokon and Aaron. They ran with it, and I saw it. I went back. I said, look, Jeremy Pia is a diabolical liar. He's misleading. So now, what the Minister of Finance did was to tell all of us, the world, that contrary to, that what you have to know, first of all, is that the man who informs the world about issues about the government in the country is a blatant liar. Pia is a big-headed liar. He lies his life for survival. He lies for attraction. He lies to be, in the cycle of the president. That's what he does, basically. So Pia knows what he's doing. But in order to be, a Boubacar's booty, to be in Boubacar's close kitchen cabinet, you got to be a seasoned liar. You got to lie about everything, create fake picture, and insult we are, and say, beginning. Yeah, so basically, so that's how PR is surviving, actually.
So just quickly before, let's just do, okay, let's do this draw quickly. I'm sure this person has received their money. But *255*1#, *255*1#, or *255*1# is the code. For those of you using the small phone, you can use *255*1#. But for those of you using the smartphone, you can use *255*1#. Then yes, you move on for just $200 Liberian dollars or $1 USD. You still have a chance to receive 7,500, 15,000, 25,000. This person is about to receive 7,500 this morning. Good morning. Morning. This is Hagar, and I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Okay, I'm Dan Stewart.
Dan, did you play the giveaway on our program this morning? Hello?
Yeah, I played.
How many times you play it?
I played 5 times.
You play 5 times. That is to say you use 1,000 Liberian dollars.
Yeah.
1,000. Check up on your phone. You've received 7,500 Liberian dollars this morning.
I saw it.
You can also play. We're giving out 25,000. You can also, for you now, where you are, anything you do now, you're going to be adding to what you've already played. Then you stand a chance to receive either 15 or 25,000 this morning.
Okay.
All right. *255*1# for those of you using a small phone, and then *255*1# for those of you using a smartphone. You just do so, and then stand a chance to receive cash price of 25,000, 15,000. Or 10,000 here this morning. But all of these things have been happening.
Somebody holding at somebody you think. So Rashford that face of Barcelona right now. But anyway, go ahead. We'll talk about that one after the show.
So after all of these things, it is terrible for our country, right? It is terrible that the government, officials of government that should be responsible. This is the difference between the Unity Party and, of course, the CDC. The CDC is noted or is involved into actual propaganda. When I mean actual propaganda, people coming to the discussion with fights. So if you want to sell your candidate with fights and evidence-based conversation. But the Unity Party is involved into lies,
and it's dangerous.
And it's dangerous for our country. You can't be a certain government. During the time you were in opposition, you could set a lie because the government had a huge responsibility. Like two of them used to be fighting to ensure that you're getting MCC scorecard that they are celebrating today to ensure that the country succeed and all of that. all of these things were burden that could not allow them to lie, that could not allow them to respond to all of the lies. And I listened to Tuer when I attended his last press conference, when he said, before we could get done with settling all of the challenges we had in Liberia to settle, to even get back on the international stage to start answering to all of the lies that have been, to start responding to all of the lies that have been said by us or by the government against us, it was already late. Election year was already around, and the Liberian people have already grabbed it. And that is it. So now the government is in, the Unity Party is in government. They are in the position. Now, what I think the Unity Party is supposed to, not even think, but what the Unity Party is supposed to be doing is to start serving governance, is to start giving the people the bread and butter that you promised them, because these were reasons for which the people voted you. What are the lies you said? You said it because you felt the Unity Party. You said to the people, when we come, we are doing this. When we come, we'll do more than this. We'll not do this, we'll do that. The people voted you. But you've come to power, and look at the second thing about this. All of the comments or Facebook posts that was read this morning by Abu, all of the Facebook posts that were done supporting this quote-unquote MCC approval was done only by hierarchies, officials of the Unity Party or the government.
Ministers?
No independent
ministers, directors,
in our country or in international or on the international scene. Media, independent media institutions are always the ones breaking news of issues like these with evidence. But unlike so, the government officials broke the news with lies. None of them could tell you anything. None of them could present any facts that prove that the MCC, the 500 million have been approved. None of them. So because they want to buy your attention, to make it, and go on their Vera post and see how many Unity Party partisans are there. Oh yes, applauding them without knowing the real thing. The real thing is that lie. No MCC have been approved. It is, they said they are considering, because of what we had did before, the MCC, the scorecard and all of that, the board is considering Liberia because of the past record. They are considering Liberia. They did not tell you, say, they've approved it. And even if they approve it, it was because of the efforts of the previous administration that got them to even reaching this point. If the previous administration was going to fail in that MCC, Baka and his gang could be sitting here talking nothing about MCC. But because of the work exerted by Tuer, by the WIAS administration, to get us to where we are today, it is because of that the guys, the simple thing, like Abu said, man, the empty pool now, you're still finding it difficult.
That's cool to go.
Empty pool, score A, you're still finding it difficult.
I'm gonna get you another menu Chicago to just put the ball inside the pool.
Yeah, man.
And you will not get Baga one Chicago. They made the face of Baga right now. Anywhere to go in, Paul Rashford. Anywhere to go in, Paul Rashford.
Arrest my kids. Arrest my kids.
So, but look, man, this is even more serious, right? Because look, we are running a country here. So basically, what we require from our friends is to run Liberia like a responsible place. Stop the too much, propaganda, Facebooking and lie stealing. It is not our pleasure, because this thing we do here go across the world, whether you like it or not. That's why I told some of you, look, you're just wasting your time to say, oh, it's me. Me, I don't let Abu Bene with me. But who get time for your speech? Right? Nobody get time for it. You don't see you all go to anybody who say, oh, please can speed up. Right? So you're wasting your time. You're hurting you. So I see some of you'll be sitting in your corner. You'll be getting. So what you ready getting first? Use those energy and then you go hustle for you and your family. Because you can't impact anything. You're wasting your time. The only person must say get it in the country that pocket. Because you know what? But I can be sued. I get very when I want to sue him, but the law says I can't sue him. So he can't sue me too. So we racking and rolling. Nobody can sue them, right?
Even though you get evidence against him.
Nobody can sue them. Right? The law says we can't sue him. So the public understand the code. So we join our house we operate. Then you say like catching feeling, right? But look, it is an honorable thing to be considered among the millions of qualified, competent Liberians, right, to serve your country. that opportunity must be cherished, must be carried with honesty, integrity, and of course, truth-telling. But what we are seeing today, people are using public office, and and they're abusing these core, these core issues. Why would people be telling elementary lies that can just be exposed in no time, right? Look at what the Minister of Finance did. The Minister of Finance right now won't go to the ministry and put him on our back for being the only truth teller in the government so far, right? Because first of all, when things getting hard down, the man came out and say, "Let's pray,
let's pray,"
and we start calling him prayer.
Because of that, the president says so.
When we started calling him prayer band minister, somebody else are getting there. At the end of the day, the man thought, let's pray thing, you don't listen good, right? The president said, when to bed, he slept, he woke up, he said, we got to pray. He said, gentlemen, Wednesday, nobody will go to work. You gotta pray. You gotta fast and pray. So drop a prayer point will be a prayer point. So this is where our country has come. So you see how a low comical is like a stand-up comedy show that we're running here. And these guys are there just there making fun out of everything.
The whole country,
nothing looks serious. And while they're making things to look like comedy, they're stealing. And they're the one that hurting.
They're stealing behind the scene.
You hear what happened in Lufa?
Yeah, but the Lufa college. Yes, I think
I know that Loma man or that, but now someone just webbing them out.
For I think around
13 million. No, Liberian dollars, 13 million or so. 13 million. Then US, I think
300 some
thousand United States dollars.
337,000 or 370,000.
I was small community college, and what we say, we need more support. No, the money go there.
Money go there, the ministry there. But all I want is trying to blind your eyes with the issue about or how you call it.
Then guess what happened now, right? So Spoon FM wrote it. They posted it on the page, and then in no time they took it down because they're speaking choro play. I'm told went to Lufa County, and the president of the college took him around and all that. So I think another reporter had posted it. So choro play, that a beat now. So he said, "My man, you gotta put it in and get more detail." But anyway, let me lead out of one whatever. But the basic question is, why Spoon put the story down?
They put it down. Why the reasons why they put it down? What are the reasons?
What are the reasons they put it down? Because
in journalism, journalism, if you retract your statement, especially the kind of thing, one is either the person have proven beyond or record that yes, what you say about them is lie. Or two, you've sold the story and decide to kill it. So if you took the story down, you should be telling us why you took it down, come with evidence for us to believe. Other than that, make us understand that you sold the story, so you accepted it and you're killing the story. You killing the story means you accepted something from the person who is involved. You accepted something from him and take down the story so that he didn't get spoiled.
But guess what though? They can say, that they're a good general. Let you're busy there and the on front page.
Yeah.
They go loud. So you are busy as an institution. They don't do basic due diligence, right? To what? Kind of establish the core elements, right? Before reporting to our audience. And in fact, they did not report with any elements of, leaving room for escape. They went blunt. So they have to say Pia now law and gospel. Pia is referring to an institution, right? That has a functioning website.
They don't even think about going there to go do background check.
As soon Pia talking,
they talk about in journalism, we got an ABC. All of these things have to be followed. The accurate balance and all of those things. You have to put the news should be clear. So, what's the accuracy? The accuracy could be that, or at least it have been a proof.
So the bottom line here is the government lie.
The government lie. In short,
so
the government lie to you.
We now prove here on the radio. We now prove the president lie. We now prove the vice president lie. And now we now prove the information minister,
the entire information ministry, and several other officials of government
lie. So when we come here, we tell you, say, oh, you get lying government. I say, oh, that, you know, I wouldn't not let the government and we put in a small. So by the time they hear, maybe Katumu joins that, then the pie inside the minds, they will just be waiting. But look, most importantly, why has the president asked us to pray at this point? The issues of governance. So what is the governance theory that says when government gets confronted with meeting its obligations and delivering on the aspirations of the people, campaign promises, that you have to adapt prayer, and prayer substitutes, and then things start to flow? You got to tell us that, because these are the very educated people. These are the people who went to the big schools of the world to learn governance and politics and all of that. I mean, we are talking governance here. The president went and admitted that, look, things are hard, things are difficult in the country, blah blah blah, and then the president say, "You let breathe." So, what is the president basically trying to say? Has he come to the realization? What theory informs the president that when things get difficult in running of a country, and then when you revert to prayer, right, then our problems are solved? Because we need to be sure on the actions we take, and to solve the bread and butter issues that the Liberians are confronted with. Because these things are very, very important. They are very, very important, right? So we are looking for solutions. The president basically proffered two solutions. One, he says he's setting up a committee to address these things. And the next thing is that he declared Wednesday as a fast and prayer day to be observed. So after the fast and prayer, after Wednesday, the red prayer will come down, the gasoline price will come down, the rate will get stable. After Wednesday, school fee price will come down. We won't know. So basically, we gotta understand that you have too much religious thing. You can be passing around, you be acting like, oh, yeah, no, and religious business. No, everything get on a place. You won't do religious business, go sit down to the mosque or you go sit down to the church, right? But as soon as you can't govern it, they get big-headed about book what they read, all the theory and how to do governance, blah blah blah. That they is. So the person who master it, the person who's able to bring that kind of natural flair, and in delivering in difficult territories, those are the one they call blessed leaders. So, but anybody who you see get confused, join you, go to the pastor and say, "Oh, pastor, you can't pray." That means something not correct somewhere. So basically, is the president trying to shield his limitation and trying to blame the hardship on spirituality? To say, oh, the country thing hard because that spiritual thing, the country is possessed. Is that what the president trying to tell us? That the country is possessed, so we need to fast and pray. So, the demons will lead the country and then things will start flowing.
Abu, it's handle. When God get ready to punish you, he can punish you in so many ways. And just quickly, let's see, we can do something. *255*1# for those of us using the button phone and people like Abu then using a smartphone. With that *255*1#. For just $200 Liberian dollars, we want to do our second draw, but we can do that maybe before, depending on how many times you play, we can do that right before 8:55. Yes, we can do it before 8:55. Just few more pressings, at least three more pressings. We can do it. *255* for just $200 Liberian dollars or $1 USD. You stand a chance. $200 Liberian dollars or $1 USD. You stand a chance to receive 25,000, 15,000, or 7,500 here this morning. But it is hypocritical and deceptive when people want to believe or want us to believe at this point that the problems that our country is facing is spiritual. Nobody can say they don't get a spiritual problem. So let's take it as it is. Even in the midst of the spiritual problems that this country has been facing, or the country is facing, that Bwaka people want us to understand that the country is facing. In the midst of that,
so
Madam Salif, if we want to agree with him, Madam Salif came here and served 12 years In the midst of the spiritual issues, she did what she could do to transform our country from the red light to Ganta and several other roles in this country. She did so. George Weah Kim, there were quote-unquote spiritual issues, if we want to accept it. They did what he did. He did what he could do for our country. He faced several feeder roads, paved several feeder roads, built hospitals, built markets, and several other things he did for our country. Now, the term of Boakai, we've gone nearly 2 years. Boakai is even unable to face common chicken soup factory road, but he wants us to believe that the country is facing spiritual issue, and that the spiritual issue make it he not get money to face the chicken soup factory road. But even though there are spiritual issues that our country is faced with, Boakai is riding vehicle worth 1.2 million. Boakai is building $10 million duplex in Lofa County. Boakai is building several other projects across this country.
Flying private jet.
Consistently flying private jet. Boakai is taking 100,000 on his credit card every time he's leaving this country. All of those things are not affected by the spiritual problem. But when it is presenting the bread and butter issues that you promised the Liberian people, implementing then you say we will pray. All the prayer we offering. When was the last time the president decided to go and even identify with churches in this country, besides going to church and worshiping with people that are in his ranks? When was the last time we used to go and visit churches? Independence Day coming, the government officials will decide to give. They give to people, identify. But even the people who cannot see, I must say that they're just sorry. I'm not trying to be discriminatory against you. People who cannot see, people who cannot walk, people who got absolutely no means of getting something for themselves to eat. Boakai, during the previous administration of Weah, they used to give these people a one bag of rice and 5,000. Boakai came, he stopped everything. He giving the people only one bag of rice. But all of those things, Boakai is still living the life that he had never lived before, even during his time as vice president. Boakai is living a life that is far above the income of the country. But he's telling us to pray because we are finding it difficult. Some of us who decided to buy our one-room apartment, we're not able to finish it because cement price going up. We're not able to finish it because the Chinese people who are charging us for saying that they are taking from our rivers. We're not able to finish it because steel prices have gone up. We're not able to finish it because basic materials that we need, everything, we're not able to get it.
His son and B. Martin doing
cement business. Cement price don't go up. Boakai is telling us to pray because of our time. But because cement price is up high, but Boakai is building that cost 10 million. Estate that cost $10 million.
Estimated 10 million in its total value to construct.
We're not talking about the other ones that he getting Brosby and other places, even the one he tried to put down
when it
in
comes
Bama.
to up being a one bedroom Congo,
the president Boakai is buying. He has bought vehicle worth 1.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
But we not got to buy. We ourselves to be told y'all loading inside. But Boakai, because Boakai is failing to give the Liberian people a better living standard. So now Boakai wants us to believe when we are in the government, the world was faced with COVID-19, we did not tell us, say, let's go pray. This is a pandemic. Let's go pray. No, that was not the case. When Unity Party people were jumping here in the street, fighting, killing people, running behind people, joking there on Independence Day, we did not say la spiritual issue. Let's go pray. When there were things that could bring a government down, the Unity Party was staging we are step down campaign. Enough is how they call it, bring back our money. All of those protests, they did not see it as being spiritual. We could not pray at that time. We did not say, let's go pray. Minister of Finance back then could not say the country needs prayer. But now it is Boakai. Boakai wants to tell us that he's more spiritual than all of us.
Everything should be suspended in the country. Let's go,
let's go pray. Somebody say the president tired. You won't go to work tomorrow.
India, for example, vast majority are not religious like we are, or for the most part. But there's high level of pagan, pagan worship, in that place, adultery that goes on there, right? But yet still, the government moving, right? China, right? They do their thing. Some of them even know whether there's a God or whatever. So the question is, do states need prayer to answer governance issues? Right? We have to have this conversation because many times for so long we were small. As soon as something happened, let's go do crusade, let's go do the other one. At the end of the day, we have held several crusades and sacrifices and prayers and all of these things, right? So let's be real. Our government basically trying to rile on the express religiosity of our people to always scapegoat the real issues, and of course, and pinpoint their limitations. So they try to excuse that, but we hold prayer, right? Right? We're praying for our salvation. We're not praying for government to be able to build Lufa Road or to be able to build the road to the southeast, right? To be able to ensure that every household that they able to expand electricity from 9 counties to the 15 counties, right? Not what you got to go pray for. You pray for your salvation, right? That heaven and hell beating inside prayer, right? When you go pray, oh God, forgive me, and God, guard me against the devil, open my way, protect me, whatever I'm doing, blah blah blah. But I say, oh God, we come and pray. Our country won't be in the way Ghana they're making prayer, won't make prayer. So we pray. So
and the deceptive
it doesn't
thing
work
is,
like that.
Abu, the deceptive thing here is the president is asking us to pray according to what he said during the country's independence. The president still must pray for peace and reconciliation, unity and reconciliation, right?
So
the president
let me read what the presidential press secretary posted.
Okay,
right? Is important. Kula Fofana, she was kind of the one who provided the clarity on the point, because many people were asking, what did the president mean? Is it a working holiday or is a national holiday, right? Because when that question is answered, then it brings us to a point where, because we're running, like I've said, we're running a country here, right? It brings us to a point where we have to ask. So she wrote, so for those who have reached out, Wednesday, July 30, 2025 is a national day of prayer to be observed as a national holiday. Right? That's what Kula said. In plain terms,
offices, businesses must be closed tomorrow.
It's a national holiday, just like you get all of the other national holidays. Now, then the critical constitutional question becomes, how are national holidays declared? Right? Is it in the prerogative, whether by precedent or by law, for one president to just work and declare a national holiday? Right? We need to understand. I've been skimming through the Constitution looking for places, but I've actually not come across anything where any president can just wake up anytime, or national holidays go through enactment, legislative enactment. So if we find a name to have a national, prayer day for reconciliation, the president drafts the bill, send it to the legislature, and then it go through, then it becomes a national holiday. Any other thing beyond that, then you can declare a working holiday, or a state of emergency to observe something based on the qualifications and all that. So questions are being raised on the president's authority, right? And the reach of his authority to declare national holiday for everybody to go sit down and be praying and all that. So people say, how come? We have fast and prayer day, which is by law already, right? And remember, right, the president under the Constitution is not supposed to, among the emergency powers he has, is not to what? Abrogate the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. That means any action the president takes must remain in the confines of the law. The president cannot, right? The president cannot take a decision, right, that violates or suspends the power or abrogate the Constitution. That's Article 87 of the 1986 Constitution. Emergency powers do not include the power to suspend or abrogate the Constitution, dissolve the legislature, or suspend or dismiss the judiciary, and no constitutional amendment shall be promulgated during a state of emergency, basically. So what we're trying to get from here is that by abrogating the Constitution, that means you ignore the Constitution and you take unto yourself a power that is now sourced from the Constitution, right? If the Constitution lays down the procedure on doing something, you ignore that one, right? And go and do it your own way, right? That is against the Constitution. The law says whatever emergency power you have, you're not supposed to even exercise your emergency power to that length. Least to talk about waking up one morning, you say, oh, declare national holiday. Everybody go sit down to the hall and fast and pray. So we want to make sure that the actions of the president remains in the confines of the law and all of that. So people have begun asking these questions about that. So it's important we throw it out there. Some of you are lawyers, and you can come on and tell us exactly whether it is, something to go by. Beyond that, the next point I wanted to make is the call for unity and reconciliation. To achieve genuine unity and reconciliation, look, our division primarily, from what I have come to observe from time immemorial, is not basically religion or tribe, right? We source all of the tribal and religious differences because of the political, incitements that come along these lines, right? Because of vested political interests, and then these political interests are kind of translated or transmitted to taking shapes in tribal or religious identity, and then people use them, and then people are pitted against each other. Because if a politician makes his interest and his desire, as a tribal, as a thing that represents a tribal, base, right? So another rival tribe come to see it like that. So these things ensue. So basically, generally, the real problem is political. Now, recognizing that to solve most of our issues, we have to deal with the political frictions that we have, right? And ensure that the political rights of everybody is guaranteed, and there is equity in the political leadership of the country and all that. Then we wouldn't have most of these problems. Even that thing people talk about religion and things and stuff like that, all of these things are born out of politics, because you see, religious people are coexisting. They're doing things, with each other. You have homes that are both Muslims and Christians. You have, a vice versa, and these things are happening, right? But what gets very difficult, particularly during this moment, is for a Unity Party person to exist with a CDC person. So the president must be unpacking solutions to these hardcore divisive issues. And the hardcore reality is the politics of the day. And primarily, it appears, and many people agree that the president is the source of the huge political division that we observe currently.
Most definitely.
Right? Because there's precedent. Whenever elections happen, things pass, you see the government of the day, the newly elected government, right? The first thing they embark on is reconciliation after the election. Even in community election, and in schools and classes, when you're having election after, let's do reconciliation, right? While the losing party, everybody will come, they'll Sunday, then they start forming a government, and then people moving along. They do see that with this president? Absolutely not. Right? Even the honor of recognizing the former president has become a problem for him. The honor of recognizing political figures who disagree with this president has become a problem. Right? Since he became president, right? The only time, right, was Unification Day. He said he sent a message to Cummings and Benedict Yue and former President Weah. Right? Should it be that way? So you think when the rest of us see our leaders moving together, when there's national event, you duly serve them. You duly serve them. And according all of the respect they deserve and the immunities they required. You think it was really necessary, Mr. President? You are the president. There is no competition about that. To deny a former president VIP treatment, You think it was necessary? You are the source of Liberia's division politically. And this is what you have to fix. So you are scapegoating that and trying to cover that and say, oh, yeah, go pray. Oh, the country possessed the way you're looking, the demon and tell what the country, so we need to fast and pray. So Wednesday night, everybody be in the churches singing, casting the demon out. When we finish doing all of that one, Thursday, we'll come back again. Then the whole political thing start. So we are going nowhere. We're in that cycle. So let's see. Do we need prayer to mitigate, right, the concerns of the cyclists, to mitigate the concerns of the taxi drivers, to mitigate the concerns of the students, to mitigate the concerns of the women of this country, the girls who've been raped, without any redress to mitigate their concerns? Do we need prayer to mitigate the concerns of those kids, right? That future is being damaged. Their futures are being damaged by a drug, right? Do we need prayer, Mr. President? We need political will. We need political will to solve Liberia's problem. And this is what that's lacking. You're running a partisanship. That's what you have to stop. When you stop these things, you'll see the country sailing, right? When you stop these things, when you govern for the whole of Liberia instead of just those in green, Mr. President, it'll be a fun thing. Copy from Ellen, copy from Weah. How Ellen managed to flip critical voices. Louis Brown is an Ellen fanatic today, but Louis Brown then was a fierce critic, right? Milton Tiaje, Isaac Jackson, and a host of them. So you have to move around them. We are equally so was able to always reach out and immediately call a big hell meeting with the opposition community of Bella Casa in a staunch Unity Party man hotel. We are called the meeting there. Sat down there. He did not fear that, oh, they come and take a life. The Lord put on let him, the Lord put 1K. He sat down right among you all and discussed the future of Liberia. Call another conference at Ministerial Complex, stakeholder conference. Invited everybody. In as much as some people are going there with our good intention, but at least the president took a presidential and action, calling everybody because you are the leader of the country. When you're the leader of the country, you don't exclude segment of the people. You have the media. We all paying our taxes. We all empowering Liberians. We all contributing to people who have gotten skills and providing the opportunity for them to develop their skills, right? What have your government done? They've blacklisted people like us. They don't in our own country. They say we are not supposed to operate freely because we refuse to be bootlickers. Mr. President, you have to be in a position to tell your government and your people that everybody don't have to be my worshiper.
Okay, so Abu, let's get to this stuff before we do our draw quickly, right? On January 1, 2018, before Weah's inauguration, we do a draw to give you money shortly. *255*1# for those of you using the button phone, and then *255*1# for those of you using the smartphone. Just reply with the currency you want to play from, whether your LD account have 200 on it or your USD account have $1. You can play and stand a chance to receive 25,000, 15,000, or 7,500 a year. We'll do another draw just shortly. But Abu, this is something I want you to look at. On January 1, 2018, Anthony V. Kessley, the man who has gotten involved into causing on the internet, before Weah's inauguration, posted this. That is after Weah decided, following his election, before even his inauguration, Weah decided to lead the campaign to unify Liberia, especially after the presidential elections. This is it. Anthony posted, President-elect George Manneh Weah and Mistress Weah pay courtesy visit to former rival and outgoing Vice President Joseph Newman Boakai on New Year Day.
The beginning of what?
The beginning of Weah's administration, before even Weah got inaugurated. On that New Year Day, and these are pictures that Anthony V. Kessley posted. We can share this. We'll share this post and the pictures with you on Facebook so you see it. We are went to Boakai to begin reconciliation. Then he said, yeah, the VP Boakai and President-elect Weah and their families exchanged pleasantry and reiterated assurances to work together for the good of the country. The two leaders then retreated to a one-on-one section in the VIP's private home. Okay, sorry, the VP's private home office, Rehab Community, Painesville, Monday, January 1, 2018. This was a post done by Anthony.
Right there. And I like this reference, right? Weah was then elected as the president of the republic, but he went down. And he was brave and ignored everything and retreated where? To the vice president private office, to a private office. He did not care to say, oh, that man could be having someone a grenade inside that place, or he goes on it. He went there because his concern was reconciliation, reaching out. That when his supporters see him at the residence of his fierce rival immediately after the election, it will help to what? Easing the
tension in the country.
Put icing on the cake. The tension will go down. Did Boakai return that favor? Absolutely not. In fact, Boakai chose to boycott all of the national programs while Weah was president. You got to look at these things. You got to look at precedent. So the issue, the play we missed the reconciliation puzzle is when Boakai entered the fray for the presidency. Ellington, these things were going hand in hand. As soon as Boakai entered, he brought in the hate, divisiveness, right? Vindictiveness. He brought it right within the realms of our top-up national leadership bracket. And this is where the problem has always lasted. So the man who can fix that is the president. Stop burdening the church or the mosques or the religious people. Stop burdening all of us with prayer. We've prayed a lot. We continue to pray every day. Stop making it seem like we are not praying sufficiently and that's why we have to pray again. No, it is you. This is why I said you got to copy after the people before you. I don't know where you're getting your sense of, being the man who has come to do this thing. You have come absolutely to do nothing because there's nothing practically you've shown that you're capable of doing. You need people. Stop pretending. Stop bluffing. Yeah, she knows she want a man, she bluffing, you get nothing. Right? And she can go peek in the weaver, the man wants something, then she stay bluffing. The weaver blasts. But at the end of the day, when you realize that as a leader, you need to come down and bring everybody around the table instead of kicking other people out of the tent, bring everybody in, open the door. Let's have a national conversation. They don't have to be a supporter. When they come in, we are sat with Yeke Koluba when Yeke was insulting him. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. Invited him to the executive mansion. We are sat with Henry Costa, right? As to the displeasure of his supporters. But
if we are lost the election, the 2023 election, one of the key reasons why we are lost the election is because we have decided to open arms. We have decided to give Mena Costa the opportunity to come back. Several citizens believe this man damaged our party, damaged our government for over 5 years, some months. In just few weeks to the runoff election, he's coming and the president is opening arms to him because of that. If you know Satara down. Satara left the CDC. Today Satara guy or I know Satara initiative. I saw her when we were going to Cape Mount. She's my sister. Satara, it was because of Henry Costa that Satara left the CDC. That Satara said she was now going to support George. We are doing a runoff elections. Any of you who close to the CDC, you know you can challenge it. Because of his desire to always unite the country, we are had to sacrifice too many things. We have sacrificed the opportunity to become second-term president when he decided to facilitate the health needs of Boakai. took Baka from the country. That was unity. We have sacrificed his second term when he decided to open arms to people who insulted and denigrated his administration for 5+ years. Because of that, people decided to stay away from him, leave the party, go against his quest, mobilize against his interests, and what led us to where we are today. Only because he decided to be a unifying person.
Even this one, one time during the period, he and Ellen were their shadow miss each other. One person will fire so then fire so. But after some of these things, we are in where we drive to Ellen house. They'll go sit down, compare notes, and talk. It is not only for two of them, right? But it's for the bigger picture that going out there. So you saw most likely during the period, you did not see we are people and Ellen people ready at each other. Because they always saw a time interval, the two people, nobody came public with it like that. So how can this man wait for the 2 years prayer not using that and telling us to pray? So what's going to be your prayer point? Folks, we take calls on this and then we move to something else. Tomorrow, all of our business schedule going to be disrupted, right? You just chakla everybody's schedule. You work out the simple thing you're supposed to do, you failing to do it. You work out one money, chakla everybody's schedule. We don't even know whether you get the power to do that one. The constitution giving you the authority to do it or not. You just chakla everybody's schedule. So let's hear from Liberians.
Let's see. We can see as well.
On what they think.
They do a draw. I want to display this video. We are going to visit Boakai, but we get that video or we display on another day. But let's see, we can do a draw while we try to pick up some calls here. The phone is with you on that side. Please get the phone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you this morning?
Yeah, we're fine. Let's hear you.
Thank you, brother. My name is Ayuba. I do join you on Ghana.
Go ahead, Ayuba.
I did hear our president talking about we should pray so that we can see our best how things go away from our country. My brother, let me tell you, there is no manner of number of prayer. We take hard time for any nation. If hard time will go to prayer, then understand the people in Gaza, they are not going through hardship. The people in Ukraine will not be going through hardship. But the reason why we vote for people in their mind that because they have the technical know of solving issues. But if somebody can clearly to say that, pray to get away your problem, just got to know that they want to solve that problem. So they are telling you that pay attention to God and they just forgive me.
Yeah. That means they cannot solve your problem anymore. So they're telling you, say, just go pray. That only prayer you can depend on.
So are we not seeing the danger in the technical message?
Okay.
Let's talk to this person.
That is
Morning.
actually smart.
Yeah. Morning. Anything that is above your reach, that way before.
See, that go pray.
Morning.
Good morning, Joshua.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this guy and Abu Latif for the show this morning. So I came in and listened to them. But we don't know what they want to pray for. So let's go look at Rotier doing it. They say we'll go pray. Then they look at men that are buying it. So I want to go to move power. And we need to have a power. We need to have a bit of it. We are not going where we put people that are power men.
Okay, all right. Let's talk to another person. Good morning to this person. 0776104104 0865104 plus 23186500104 are the numbers. You can call us on here. Good morning. Morning. Your line is a bit bad. If you want to change your location.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Okay.
Yeah, we are in a call from Broville.
Go ahead from Broville.
Yeah, you see, I want to appreciate the president for saying that we should pray. You know, because when you tell somebody to pray, you are not able to solve the problem. You can't handle any problem. Any problem that you ask for prayer, it means that it's out of your reach. So it means the president cannot solve certain problem, cannot solve the problem. So he said pray and you will go. Because if you remember what Moses was telling the children of Israel out of Egypt, when you reach the Red Sea, Moses couldn't do anything. Moses started praying. So God said, well, Moses, why you praying? You want to see your hands, you get a rod, speak. And so Moses stretched the rod and the sea opened. That means God was telling Moses, I'm giving you power, giving you authority to do a thing. Don't come pray to me.
So that means he did not know how to use the power, so he resorted to prayer.
Even though he had a solution,
he had a solution in his hand.
So Bwaka should be taking the solution now instead of calling us to go pray. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu, and good morning, Hagar.
Morning, Chief.
Well, this is Mohammed Bonzo from Junior.
Go ahead, man.
I call for the Somali drive to the Civic Aluminum Factory. They have called Akko. Well, this morning is so laughable. You know, this president, we told about people yesterday. Can you imagine yesterday this guy wrote a t-shirt, you know, by saying we agree. Anything we tell this guy, this company will not equal this country, then we agree. So this is why we have come to. So the family is telling us that we should go pray, and you got no economic advisor. No. Where's Gafan? You know,
but Gafan was the first to say pray. Gafan was the first person to say let's pray.
Where's Gafan? Where's the common ministry? No, you know, we'll probably think to ourselves.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's talk to David King. David morning, *255*1#. We'll be doing a George shot the morning. Your background is sounding a bit noisy.
So that means the president was saying copy. So for those of us who are churches far off in the blue living.
when I started hearing a prayer from Gafan, I think Gafan said it 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
He said we should pray because things going to get tough. The foreign time he came, he said, if they take us to knock on heaven door, I don't know, anybody ever know heaven door since everyone was created. So he talked about heaven too. Mm-hmm. Now Joseph Bwaka came back and told us that Wednesday will be the prayer day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether when we pray tomorrow, everything in Liberia will be easy for us.
And then they're doing your town ready?
Yeah, the red price will drop, the USB will drop.
So Derek King, who will get our copy now? Me, I can pray 7 this so who will get my copy?
Yeah, the government they brought 35%. So yesterday, even when the ground was tracking, we could not see any of the body in the street.
All right.
You know, and the committee that we call.
Okay, all right, David. Let's talk to.
Good morning on this line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ega.
Good morning, Chief.
Jackson calling from 72nd.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing the president said we should pray, but there is one question behind the prayer.
Mm-hmm.
If we go to our churches tomorrow and pray, and then God gives answer to some of us that the president should do this, do that, do this, or do that, how will we relate that revelation to him? And if we relate that revelation to him, will he be willing to do what the Lord says? So telling people to go pray is not a bad thing, but will you be willing to do what the Lord says?
Okay, so for you're willing to go pray, but whatever that gets revealed to you, whether the president will implement it, right?
The paper being smart.
All right.
The paper wants saves on the cost of people sleeping with hunger. So the paper will tell you, say, oh, say you not get a bar to find food to eat. Look for different things to do. The man tell you say fast. You know the time you to fast, and in case you fasting from the morning out of 12. So now the food is already in the morning. You don't start getting hungry from that time at 12. So the paper is just being smart. We will display. We have visited to Bwaka in 2018. We'll display on video on our Facebook feed very shortly. Morning.
Good morning. How you doing, hey guy in Abu? How you doing this morning?
We're doing okay. Go ahead.
Praying for the fast and prayer.
My name is James Allen. I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly in District 16.
Are you fasting? Are you fasting tomorrow?
I'm not going to fast.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my reason here is that Bwaka is a deacon and he's supposed to know the Bible. It is not Bwaka that's supposed to call for prayer. It is either a bishop of any of these renowned churches or reverend supposed to call for prayer for the nation.
Oh, so must it be from the renowned churches? What about the other churches?
Yeah, so call for prayer for the nation.
But besides being president, the man is a deacon.
But any man a deacon can call for prayer too.
Abu, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a president now, even though he's a president. If you go back to the Bible,
mm-hmm.
it is Jonah that went to Nineveh when he was thrown into the ocean when the fish swallowed him. He went to Nineveh,
mm-hmm.
and he told the leader of Nineveh, you know, and said, the Almighty God said, what is happening in this land?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you should call for prayer. And the president of Nineveh,
mm-hmm.
he listened to Jonah and said, all citizens of Nineveh, don't go to your farm.
borrow from morning to evening and pray to the Almighty God for the land to be delivered. And it's because the president lives.
From our international line and do our draw very shortly. Morning.
Good morning.
You live? Go ahead.
Go
ahead, boss. Morning.
My name is Prince Kodel calling from the United States to be based in Baltimore, Maryland.
Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Boakai, when the man was elected as president-elect, the man said he hit the ground, immediately running to review basic commodity prices and see the cost of how things are going on high on the people.
Prayer, we're not part of this is groundwork.
Yeah, the man you won the election, that one he said he will hit the ground running. After that, 1 week after, he come and mention about Modern prices up. For that, you increase taxes up from 7% on basic commodity to 12%.
Yeah,
you increase taxes on the people. Look, Liberia is a good country.
Then you say the people go pray.
Then you say the people go pray. The prime minister came off and said the people go pray. Yeah? Then the president can say, you increase taxes, you living luxurious life that you never lived through your whole life. At that age, when you go off station, people had to park their car to wait for president for 4 to 5 hours waiting. The people have to go look for the bread, the food, and food to eat. They say, put my pray. Time in Liberia.
Okay.
Look, the long been looking for the phone that inside Google. Look at the type of homes they may be in Lofada for ya.
Okay. Then you say the rest of us should pray.
All our church we are here. This will be all on church we are back. Where are they today?
All right, my brother. Right. Thank you. Let's take Dala War. Dala, go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, morning to Eka there. Let me say that I have a vision. I saw a vision of I got President Boga. 2 things, President Boga, you go to the church and ask God for forgiveness by saying that you dance with the devil. And the second thing is that he closed a song club, no scratch, right behind your house there. Because the killing a lot of use with drugs in that place too much. Thank you this morning for putting me opportunity.
You show that we have vision you have. We just talking.
That vision, my man. Let them close that no scratch. The post stopping too much with drugs being in that community. Go behind the man's house there, see a song club. You know what I'm telling you about.
So the way you're talking is how the vision came?
Now the vision came directly. Let them go public and ask God for forgiveness.
Thank you, man.
I will on camera want to show to those of you watching on camera want to show you.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So y'all watch the video. The then former vice president,
outgoing vice president,
who had lost the election with him in 2017, in a spirit of what igniting unity and reconciliation after a fierce election, something we did not see happening up to now. All we've seen, the executive mansion have cut speech with the office of the former president, all that. So let's just get a gist of that, and then we'll continue with course.
Because we'll come back right here.
Growing interest in this, and people
when we come back right here, we will do another draw to give money to you, our audience. *255*1# for those of you using the small button phone. Then *255*1# for those of you using the smartphone. So we'll come back. We give another 7,500 or 15,000 to somebody.
The former president, we had to say, let's pray to achieve reconciliation. He walked towards reconciliation. He walked towards, mitigating the political rivalry, the tension that was in the country. We are just left that very deep political battle, right? Former president, elected president of the Republic, and Mr. Joseph Boakai
Vice President, President of the Senate. Happy New Year. I came to introduce my wife to you. And we've been neighbors for a long time. And our first time coming here. And I just want you to know that we're all working together.
That what? All working together. Just want to let you know that we all working together.
We'll continue to work together in whichever way. This country is to be built by all of us, Liberia, no matter who is at the top. So I just want to reassure you that I mean every word, that I'm committed to the cause of this country, and I will not mince my words. I will continue to do whatever I can to uplift our country. Everybody in this case is a winner. So I think just reassure you
very calmly,
my commitment
over his life.
We'll continue to work together to improve the condition of our people. So thanks for the visit. Madam, welcome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Glad to walk by my neighbor to say hello and Happy New Year. It's a special day for us. The campaign is over. There's no winner yet. All about Liberia. And
this is what
we will work together.
A reconciliation.
I got my wife to introduce her to your wife. I think
this is
can work together.
Humble the president
of this country.
In his
you have your people
Liberia after
that can work with us for the interest of the country.
He went across the earth.
Even respect for people that Baka wanted to work with administration. You listen to him.
Stay president of the Liberia Senate. Senators.
He sent those people.
Now president-elect.
All his children
my
have
respect
stays.
And we will work together for the betterment of this country. Every country say will be given to you by law, and I will make sure that that happens. So your statement, we must make sure that we treat you as a statement. Yeah, family.
We did not see everybody
doing
whatever they do. So basically, and mind you now, the president lived up to his promises to the former vice president then. He had all the children in the government, but yesterday he was planning evil against.
Using the very children.
And the very former vice president who make requests for medical bills and travel allowances and plane tickets and all of these things. He will be given them, but yesterday he come back. You people are the religious people now. That see man can't say we will go pray. It can't
somebody who can forgive.
Wait, let me play the other song here. It's important. As soon as it reach to the liberator,
you want us to do our draw just
yeah, be doing the job.
Yes, we call somebody *255 *1 hash *255 *1 hash.
As soon as it reach to the liberator,
you stand a chance right here for just $200 Liberian to receive 15,000 or 25,000 here. Let's call another winner here 69. Let's call another winner here this morning. Right here, right now. You can continue to play *255 *1 hash. It's the code. You can dial using the small button phone or *255 *1 hash. For those of you using the smartphone, the iPhone, the Samsung, the Techno, and all of that. And then once you do it for just $200 Liberian. I see some of you playing on the 100 LD side. No, we're not doing draw from there. We're not doing draw from the $50. We're not doing draw from the $100, but we are only doing draw from the 200. So for those of you playing from the $100 and the $50, sorry, it is not within my reach. I can't do draw from that point. Yes, so you have to play from the side where we got it up. *255 *1 hash. It's the code this morning. This person isn't picking. What's going on? This person isn't picking. This person, please try to pick our call this morning, please. Please try to pick this call. We want to give somebody this call. Finally, I will try it for the last time according to our our rules here. I'll try this for the last time. If this person cannot pick, trust me, we move on. But star 255 star 1 hash or star 255 star 1 hash is the code. So before we close up here this morning, somebody took win depending on whether we can reach another threshold right here. This person gets in picking.
But the good thing, they already got their money. But it is
wanted
always very important
for you to confirm to us
that you pick your call.
Yeah.
So you see the video we play. Hey guy, that was the turn of Weah, and that was his approach towards uniting and reconciling the country after a heated election and all that. When it came to the turn of Boakai, who promised to be the liberator and solving all of our problems, and that's why we eventually decided to use this song as our theme song. As soon as it came to the turn on
One more freedom, one more freedom,
it's coming to the point that we want, right? And, you know, like coming to the actual point that we want. So just that part we just want from the song, and then we go back to the phones because a lot of people want to tip in on this whole prayer thing. When the actual solutions are there, the political solutions that the president has to man up to, and you know, bring the country under one umbrella and govern for everybody, and he's ignoring that, and he's saying, "Let's pray."
When they welcome me, they say they were liberator. But when they kill their time, they change their mind.
Right there.
When you came back at time, so we go to church to go pray.
When you're coming, you can all of the beautiful messages and everything. You say you liberate, you make sure you unite this country, everybody work together. But when it came his time, he ignored doing it. He say, "Oh, yeah, that go pray." 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. This is no campaign, but this is basically to tell you that, I mean, whether you like it or not, right? Comparatively, Weah is proving better than Boakai in many respects. That just arrogance, limitation, and ignorance, they passing around, pumping themselves, and, you know, doing all kind of confused things, affecting everybody, and there is noise all over the country. Then you say, "Oh, for us to address the cement press, you gotta go pray. Tomorrow, that National Prayer Day, right? For us to put the rate down, you gotta go pray. The National Prayer Day, right?" So,
yes, let's see where we are.
Good morning.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. My name is Clarence Mustafa Fogwen. I'm calling you from McDonald Island Wrestling to community this morning.
Go ahead.
Abu and Hager, I just listened to the short take place by you guys this morning. The moment, even the stating, the way Barack said the former president, but then shows that they don't even believe that we are going to see what he was saying. So for that movement, he started to develop that evil thing. Even brother again, I've already started to violate our constitution by holding to the point that giving national holiday with any approval from the constitution, that another violation by our law. That party continues to violate our country law.
That one we are still researching.
Yeah, so let's talk to somebody from this end here before we do a draw. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Hida, and good morning, Abu Sherif. This is Doma Emmanuel speaking from Johnsonville, Blue Hill.
Go ahead from Johnsonville this morning. You live, go ahead.
It's grown to the president asking for us to fast and pray tomorrow.
What happened? He's scared of what? He's scared to go pray?
The point is, I'm a Christian. By nature, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. But God don't answer foolish prayer. God don't answer prayer that is not in recognition of making possibility. No. You don't do wrong, then quickly you're running there going to pray. Let's go back small to the orators of the independence celebration. Do you know the largest religious law in the republic by him? He even requested, ask president to pass it as a legislation law that the relations supposed to be arrested. So he sat there, as president, sat there and listened to that man, the orator speaking.
No, the man say religious people should be arrested. The man say religious people who can be deceiving the congregation and probably using them and stuff. For example, like the other guy who they say you're raping the girl, all those kind of things. I think basically that's what you're talking
to. Let's speak to Masisi this morning. Masisi is live on the radio. Masisi, morning. We okay, ma. Morning.
Okay, let me say hi to my big brother and his wife, the whole family. Let me say good morning to them. God bless them for the platform.
So before you go any further, where are you going to be praying tomorrow? Which church?
My brother, I'm going to go pray for Brother Uija. I should take my precious time. It's not thinking about who say that I'm committing every day. My children will get food. I want to go pray for Brother Luxurious Cow.
No, enough for Brother to ride Luxurious Cow. It's for the prices on the market to come down.
I should take my precious time. Please follow me, I beg you. The mercy will get to the devil and get to the devil. You want to get so you go to the devil. So save you from the trouble. But they cannot make it. Let you go to the devil. Everybody is going to make people. That way, but let me say the devil is going to the devil. So there, devil, please. Now let you go back to the devil, the devil. Then you see you will see. On our faith here, you will pray in the budget to pray for the budget. Then we'll join and pray for the budget to go for all the trustee. For me, I can't go and process my very self. Never forget administration. You want to go pray, go see your hotel money to enjoy ourselves in hotel. While hotel money, while resources, while doing something not in school, I'm going to go pray for Bogado to enjoy it today or tomorrow. I said no. My foot, my feet, I will fight for them for Bogado to go enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Masisi. Let's talk to somebody too from Abu's side. Then
okay. Good morning.
Mr. Bwaka Jackie to deceive us. Look at the registration of car. Agency Sheriff time, it was $190. People that don't know nothing. But the we that don't know nothing did not go to school. They left. They began to $75. Now when it comes to his own time now, because he said that any time and his time was not his time. Now that his own time, he tried to carry to $200 plus. That one will go pray for. Then you will go buy a million car, you lay in inside party hour. You continue to protest.
Oh, so they protesting, you're not stopping it?
We're not stopping it. We'll continue to protest. Okay. Because we expect people that knows better. That don't know and brought the registration $70. People that know better, we're expecting them to even bring it to $50 so that they can help us.
But they come and carry to 300 now.
They carry to 200 or 200 plus. We don't even know where they.
No, that 300. The list that came out said 300. Okay. Thank you.
Let's talk to this person from this side before we do another draw. Morning.
Yeah, morning. This is Joe Rabba from Corway.
Mr. Rabba, you care to please be audible for us, please.
Yeah, what I want to say, I want to tell God thank you because we all have seen and gone through the glory of the Almighty God. We tell God thank you to the president as he did to the devil that is conscious. Come and say we should pray. We should join to pray that you repent for what you have done against the word of God. God gave wisdom. If you not go against the word of God, then as a believer, as a Christian, God gave the spirit of stupor. So maybe he realized and think you should join to pray. He's a leader.
No, so what do you think he has realized now?
Well, within himself, Altima, what you realize.
No, you are sounding because it seems like you are very spiritually filled. So we want to, benefit from your own spiritual wisdom. So when the leader come out that day and say, "Oh, you're pray," so what do you think? What your best guess that the president have realized?
Yeah, for me, as a believer, as a man of faith, I will join him to pray in the positive aspect that he will.
So what do you know you're going to pray for? That the problem, we all want John to pray, but we want to know what's the prayer point.
For me, if you don't have a prayer plan, you have a leader to join him to pray that God.
So you can just be saying under your heart, somebody say, "Let's pray," you join, you start praying.
You know what happens? saying? You know, giving preference, yes, but actually, let's be fair, understand? We pray that God give wisdom to do the right thing, that you give unity and reconciliation, but like Liberia and the welfare nation should be shared.
Okay, so that means you agree that he has not exemplified the wisdom to lead the country, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
Right. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
So that means my people back and get wisdom to lead the country.
Morning.
So y'all go pray.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abu and hey guys. This is Dominic Waller.
Mr. Waller, go ahead.
You see, this scenario, the general presentation by the former president to the then past president, Joseph Boakai, and couple with other activities for reuniting this country. I think the lieutenants around our president now should be telling him these things. They should not be afraid. Even though you may be loyal to somebody or somebody sees some loophole somewhere, you call your attention and say, Mr. President, I think your predecessor did this. I think this is what we are looking at. The facts are there. I think to reunite the country, we put aside our differences, our partisanship, our political government, and then come together, muster the courage, go to him, speak to him, say, former president, thank you. Because even president, we had our bitter election. After you won election here, we went to your house and we saw the video you played.
Okay,
all those things we saw it. So, and I think the president is supposed to be looking at that flashback.
Okay,
flashback.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let Abu pick that call and we can do another draw right here and give money to somebody. Morning.
Morning, ma'am. Let's hear you.
Yes. Yeah, this is Mandela from the old roof.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I hear about fast and prayer from the president's order. But what I want to say that the Bible says, Ephesians 6:7. You can't mock or what you sow, that you will reap. And we're hearing something about your go pray. Prayer is not market for presidents to come down. The president has raised taxes in the country, carry way up. So president gone way up. That is not market call. But he said, come and go pray now. He said, market call you made now for a president to come down. The taxes that they raise, you know that they raise, when you raise taxes, prices will go up. So that is not.
Okay, see the woman using your lay, and
lay
making a real economic thing. So you finish go in your corner, you and your final minister, you carry the rate up. Then it had trickle down effect on the prices. Then for the people complaining now to bring it down and say, oh, y'all go pray. When you just supposed to call the final ministry, say, "Oh, you drop the taxes."
Let's speak more calls, then we do another draw. *255*1# for just 100 Liberian dollars, $200 Liberian dollars, or $1 USD. Still a chance to receive money. Morning.
Morning, Abu, and good morning to your children.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Abu, let me tell you something. Because brother like the wisdom of living in this country. The white guy. But I don't know that Labrador was so big. Before and Karika do out of all. Before he come to remember that Labrador are enjoying now happy. But today, you know, brother said in Labrador that we are suffering because the already for his feet on the fire. So he's coming back to mock us. What's waiting for you?
But the president has realized his mistake now. The president is saying that we should go pray.
Akami, Abu. Akami. Let me tell you, all of that committee is become president. But I thought the leader committee or somebody began after for a minister of to Canada. In Kawe committee or in November morning of Bra. In Kawe committee or the Bra. So Jeremiah who is not a rebel position or enemy committee. Also the finance minister, they see to your current minister, they see how the country will go because of president.
No, but besides the finance minister, you got the chamber of commerce here. You got the private sector. Those are the people who are actually acting the business. And Liba, you got the chamber of commerce. All the people, you got to get them involved.
Abu, Akami, this country will have more to us with that. But just sponsoring protest everyone has put against here. Why Abu? Why prayer? That was said I'm wondering for him. Why you want to come out of political issue now? You're coming back because your president will lay our head because of that. It's impossible. But we are waiting for that moment now. That records that the time you got to get it very much too.
me.
Now, what your
Thank you very much.
Okay, star 255 star. We need 3 more persons in 11 or 10 minutes. Then we do another draw. Star 255 star 1 hash.
So this is the 4th committee that the president has placed the vice president
since
on.
he became president.
Yeah, the first was to resolve the Mosul cyclic crisis.
Okay, which was not resolved.
Did the committee resolve that? No. The power and energy crisis, to resolve it, right? It was not resolved. You remember when there was the noise about electricity and he had some conference in, I don't know, Bongo Nimba.
Yeah, I
think
he
brought some people
in Nimba.
Yeah, he brought some people for that thing. We know how it ended. It ended in Vlad. Some people got a small thing out of it. Then the yellow machine no here, no there. Then now he has talked about the prices and of course the inflation on the market after increasing GST, after increasing personal income tax and all
Morning.
that.
Yeah, Abu Hega. Good morning to you guys this morning.
Morning, Chief.
Yeah, my name is Ishmael Kamara, and I call you guys this morning from Peninsula.
Go ahead from Peninsula.
Yeah, so the issue here is President Bwaga actually demonstrated to the African people that he 42 years experience that people were bragging about. Actually, it's not true. Because what happens is that anything that you have experience of, making it practical is what matters. It's not just learning out. The book that we learn is not just learning the book, but practical last one we learn is the key.
No, but they get experience, they get wisdom. One of the callers said that he is convinced that the president don't have the wisdom, so people should go and pray for divine wisdom.
When Solomon needed wisdom to lead the children of Israel, he did not ask the entire country to pray. Solomon himself, he stood and prayed, and God gave him wisdom. So Bwaga should not be fooling us around here.
But and the thing is that Bwaga himself is not the kind of person who, like I hear Abu was just saying it right. Bwaga is the kind of individual who he got pride. And you know, to have pride, I can understand what Bwaga is going to offer the country for the next 4 years. Because Bwaga is not the kind of person who is even willing to learn. He's not willing to accept. So what is happening right now is just the kind of unfortunate situation we find ourselves into. Most of the people that are running, if not all, most of them are not even willing to do the right thing. And so you saw the rest of them coming on with wrong information to the public, thinking that we are stupid people lying to us again about the Millennium Challenge Compact. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate in our country that people think that they can take the population for granted. Why is it that you think in the kind of modern age and time you come to the public and lie to people about the Millennium Compact? Why? How do you think that we're going to see the
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Center Executive Director Anderson Mame from the Integrity Watch have posted. He said, prayer is good. However, we need good quality decisions and actions to holistically and sustainably address our governance and other problems.
What the country is in need of now is the political will, not prayers. So prayer is important. We all can every day pray and all of that. But the political will to lead. Morning. I'm sure this is the son of okay.
Good morning. I'm calling from Tuporo.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
They just put the good scripture, but the scripture before you read what Solomon did. Solomon sacrificed. Bible says sacrifice everything in thousand.
You got a bag man, they can forget about the other part, the other part.
And then the night he went to pray and the angel appeared to him, he said, because you pray, you not pray for wealth. I will give you wisdom. I will give you wealth. But I can't come to the president with that type of deceived mind. Then you want for people to go fast and pray tomorrow. Then that will not have tomorrow. I get good money. What kind of sacrifice that can be when you write $1.5 million?
He building $10 million house in or estate in Lufa County.
Somebody get in front of redemption. The money to buy that everything that common opportunity can do for people to come on their summer. They say that you will go and get redemption the money. Don't see people crying, go in front of redemption. They telling people to go fast. Fast for who? Fast for who now? Why you so selling drugs?
For the red prayer to come down, for teenage prayer to come down.
One job we have one of our prayer to come down, he says, visit the common ministry. You call someone to it.
Okay. All right, we want to talk to somebody from the end. Let me just take this person before we can check to see what we can do.
So the one put boy who ya
morning. You were sending me copy tomorrow for me to go pray.
I will not say you got here. Here's the reason. I don't believe in our own cause of prayer.
Oh.
You know, Abu Ega, this is the voice of PSI in Nigeria.
So why people reach to prayer Benin who's in our own call?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to explain why I did the whole prayer thing here. I think the whole thing was different angle. You want to remember about this before the election that you're going to give to the devil, right? You're going to give the devil to become president. And all of us knowing that the president is a user in chief. What my instinct telling me is that after sufficient days with the devil, and the devil is agreeing for fire to be president, the same condition the devil is out. Why can't they want to live to that same condition? So what he's clearly trying to do now is to use all now to, we will now the citizens that want to use all the vote of God and pray on his behalf so God can accept him, because now the relationship with the devil has seen that it's sour.
All right. Let's talk to who's in here. Then we'll come and do draw and give money to you. Star 255 star 1 hash.
Refuse to call on the show, but I know you got to say something from the United.
Maybe you get credit on your phone now. Why would you decide to call you?
Who's in morning? I don't want calling you now. So, but let's hear your view. The president said we should pray. So, what are we praying for?
Yeah, so thank you, Abu. Thanks.
You hear that one? You hear the prayer of Benin?
Abu, in fact, I've not been serving well over the week.
Oh wow!
Speedy
recovery.
I see. Sorry, but the time you're sick, the presidency will pray for sicknesses, and the prices, everything should go away.
So Abu, for us from the Islamic background, we pray our 5 days, and at the end of the prayer, we say that Fatiha 3. One is for our families, our friends, the last one is for our country.
So all the prayer that I have been offering for the country, the president said that one are important. Like different prayers.
So yes, it's a real issue. In fact, President Baga is not asking anyone like racism to pray for this president. He belongs to a Baptist church, and our church pray on his behalf. In fact, they will have their family.
Okay, the other story. So what do you say? What do you say? We will pray for tomorrow. My man.
President Baga is not asking anybody. If you want to pray, that is an extra, thing you can do.
So why are you making plan of people? So the people say they won't know. Hussein, I mean call you. Now you call me. You talk to me. I'll call it off. Okay.
The guy is finding it difficult to even justify what he's saying, but we can check to see if we want to do a draw.
Try, man.
Star 255 star 1 hash. Just 2 more persons, but 2 more persons.
So Kula says national holiday.
National holiday. So stores, shops, business places, and everything you think about government institutions will be closed tomorrow.
Yeah, but look, man. What we know of national holidays when they are set aside, right? That means is it going to be like what we know it to be every other year? This Wednesday in July set aside for as long as Baga is president. So Kula need to tell her. She's a student of law too now, So when she writing these things, she got to be.
Let's talk to somebody who is on the WhatsApp line. Oh, sorry, I've been keeping you. I don't know. He's still on. Okay, he's left the line. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I've been keeping you on. Morning, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Well, you calling on WhatsApp, my man?
This is the voice of Sabu Rasta. I'm calling from Point Portable this morning.
Where is Sabu? Sorry that I kept you on the line for that long.
No. It's okay. No, God has his own will of doing things. That's why God said, if anything happens, leave it with me. God will reverse and you will see it clear. No, the God of Ega Bona and Abu Sheri is alive.
Amen.
No, people classify you guys to be partisan journalists. But Joseph Imam Waka has confirmed that you guys stand for the truth. It's very difficult to say the truth, right? But truth telling is very essential. That's why the Bible says we should say the truth, and the truth will set us free. Let me inform Liberian, I will never pray. Because I will not allow the devil to say me to go pray. You know, see, light has anything to do with darkness. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 1
the beginning of wisdom.
Thank you. What the baby you're going to school.
And I'm looking at Abu, I know the Quran. Yeah.
But let me tell you this, the woman supporter, right? Don't go pray. Don't go pray. The reason why I say you should not pray is when Zambia was the problem yesterday. Don't forget. They told us that President Weah was the cause of our suffering. So what is that we pray for? You already know the suffering. And yesterday, Zambia already go. Why the suffering still exists? They exam go pray. That is deception. That is complete deception. That is complete ungratefulness. And God, the Bible says God receives the prayer and gives grace to the humble. Because we are ungrateful for our redemption. That's why we are going through today. But when people just will learn the hard way. So to the night, so we are. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I think time is actually fast spending. We got to be out of here. For those of you who will have the time, but there are a lot of unanswered questions. Basically, we need to be sure. For me, actually, when I got it, I felt it was actually a waste of time, because no matter what, we are always in prayer. No matter the disagreements, personally, we are always in prayer. But for the president to go to length, and I want to agree with a lot of the caller who said that the point at which you surrender your matters to the author means you do not have the capacity, to solve them. So you seek divine intervention. So it goes to point that the president is admitting, like one of the callers said, that he actually lacks the wisdom. He is lost. He is confused. He don't know what to do. So all of us should pray. And praying for the president is not a bad thing, right? But the thing is, this president is his own problem. Until he can come to realize that he is his own problem, why you look at people like us, and your grandchildren, you say you got a speech, you telling people to go after us, and lead us before you. The tradition and of course what is precedent in this country, right, is to treat people with the requisite, dignity and decency that's required. That's how our country is. You're trying to make yourself like something else, and then you're just there and everything you trying to, impose yourself, grandstanding all around the place, and you're just making all kinds of elementary errors, elementary mistakes, right? Every actions and decision you've made have backfired negatively on the country. Mr. President, we will pray, but when we finish praying, Mr. President, will the rate come down? Will the cost of living be adjusted? Will the taxes, look at what you've done, very devilish. You increase the personal income tax. That's the taxes we pay on our salary, right? So the government cut more money from us. So the government reduced our purchasing power, right, by cutting more money from us. Then the government go on the other side and increase the goods and service tax. So for us to purchase or pay for service, we got to pay more money for the very small money that the government finished cutting tax from us. So you're treating the citizens, you're treating workers in this country like slaves, right? We work 30 days, for example, right? And then when I pay, you increase the personal income tax, you call it. So that means the money government sort of take from on my $100 salary now, the government taking more than what government used to take before. Then when I want to go buy in the supermarket, you finish the president say, oh, the GST, they do the calculation, then they take more from inside the small money they leave me. Then we go around and we're confused. That means when you go to the supermarket, you enter the grocery store, what $100 you used to buy for you before, it will give you lesser than that now on a Buakai. Your basket. If your basket used to fill when you used to use $100 weird time, when you go Buakai time, it will not fill. It will be like 60 to 75%. So this is how it is. In the face of that, the presidency will go pray. We'll finish praying, our basket will full. But we got to go. Time is up.
I don't know, but we will be here on tomorrow to continue with the Liberian People's Job. So until then, if Abu not come tomorrow, I mean Abu fasting and praying. But I'll show you.
No, you will be doing Tari on the radio. So we will be there observing, and I let her kind of wear on Paka to work. Come on, man, Paka. But Paka wins and be enjoying it. So, but we'll see it anyway. Until we see you, folks, this is how we like to go home on the Tuesday morning edition of the Freedom Morning Rise, where we talk all of the issues. We simplify all of the complexities, unpack the coded narrative for the understanding of the layman. And that's why we are the Freedom Morning Rise, Liberia's most informative and most listened to breakfast platform all across the world, not just limited to Liberia. And we're very grateful to all of you and your support. Like Hagar said, until we meet you, peace and long life. Bye-bye.